Hakasgi ko jong dorbar mang tingka jong yung dorbar thawaan gajala ubentri rangba kajala konrat kes sangma habawan ra eka amendment nakabenta ka Meghalaya State Investment Promotion Facilitation Bill arajar pusan ulaong ka Sorkar ka yalam kadan ka wei kajinget ban yalam yaki patba bat ban kentir yaki khamsa jrong Hababan ba kajing don kajing soto bakala jong ki kunhon seng ki pajba kumjoro ki nomi khmat habawan ra ek amendment bat kajing temu ban pen scam yak MIPA ulaong kani ka Sorkar ka dei ka wei na ki Sorkar ka babyang tam bat kam dei ru ka bale don bor Hakajingwan ra yak ni ka amendment umentri rang ba ula pentip hakadorbar bahdien bala syong ban perkhat sani ba la Weng no yak kan tien na ka subsection ka balai jong ka section 4 kata ban thau yak ka land bank da ka ba ai jingbet ban thiet jaka Nolor kata ulo ongru baka MIPA kanom pendam ni yat laj naka land transfer act kat kandai spa nyopuway.
Sri Conrad K. Sangma, Chief Minister in charge, planning to move that the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Amendment Bill 2025 be taken into consideration. Chief Minister, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Amendment Bill 2025 be taken into consideration.
I would like to inform the House that I have received two amendments on this bill. One is government amendment from the Chief Minister and another amendment tabled by Sri Ardent M. Basawmat, MLA. Let us first take up the government amendment. Chief Minister may kindly move.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to move the government amendment as follows. Deletion of the words in brackets, creation of land banks through direct purchase of land or other means, unquote, appearing in the last three lines under subsection 3, clause 1 of section 4 of the said amendment bill.
You may initiate the discussion, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Sir, as you are aware, and the entire House also is aware, that keeping in line with the goal to take the state forward and to make Meghalaya into an 85,000 crore vis-a-vis $10 billion economy, multiple opportunities have been identified. At the same time, as I was replying in my initial question hour, the GSDP is made out of consumption, investment, government expenditure, as well as net exports and imports. And therefore, investments play a crucial role in order for us to be able to achieve the economic goals that we desire. It is with that particular goal in mind the government had passed the Meghalaya Investment Promotion and Facilitation Bill in 2024. Sir, while there was a single window agency that used to facilitate the process of investment, the scope and the manner of investment under the single window agency was quite limited, keeping in mind the nature of the agency. And it was the Industries Department that was the nodal agency for the single window agency. So with changing times, today the investment scenario is there in sectors beyond manufacturing. or beyond areas which we would have traditionally defined as industries. Today, investments are coming in the health sector. Investments are coming in the education sector. Investments are coming in the food and agriculture and food processing sector. Investments are coming in tourism sector, and even investments today are coming in the sports sector in terms of centers of excellence. And therefore, there was a need to be able to provide regulatory framework to enable the process of incorporating all these different needs. And hence, the need to expand the single window agency and the need for us to come out with a legislation in the form of the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act 2024. And under this act, multiple aspects of single window approval systems, development of a unified investment portal, simplification of rules and regulations, unified investment of ecosystem, creation of combined application forms, so on and so forth, different measures and steps were taken to ensure that a broader yet a more simplified system would be created in order for us to be able to achieve the targets that we have put under the investment category with the objective of reaching the $10 billion economy. So having said that, when we came out with these concerns, we had a large number of interest coming in from different investors in order for us to be able to move forward. And a requirement came in of being able to provide different facilities, including land in terms of long-term lease to different organizations who desire to invest. In the process, they felt, and discussions were made, that like different agencies, the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Agency, which is again one part of the amendment as of now, which has been put in. Earlier it was called the Investment Meghalaya Authority, and now it's called the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority. The proposal was put in that like normally other provisions are there to facilitate these kind of investments, the MIPA, which we're calling it now, would also have those same facilities. Of course, providing that they follow all the said norms. Now, when this particular aspect was brought in, there was a lot of confusion among the people. And people felt that the provisions of the Land Transfer Act may be bypassed. Provisions under the district councils may be bypassed. And no system of guaranteeing that employment opportunities will be given to our youngsters may also be bypassed. And it is to address these concerns that these specific amendments are today being brought in. The first amendment that we are inserting is mentioning about the Land Transfer Act itself. And the amendment that we are bringing in mentions that this act shall not be in derogation of the Meghalaya Transfer of Land Regulation Act 1971. And this is being done to address the concerns that this particular policy or this act will bypass. If there is any worry or concern, this particular amendment is addressing that particular point. Second, there are concerns about the different aspects of provisions under the district council, autonomous district councils. And therefore, specific sections are being added in the existing act to ensure that all the procedures, all the specific rules and the acts which are applicable in respect of the different district councils will also be followed. Third, specific mention is being made within the Act in regards to the employment generation for the people and the youngsters of our state. And hence, these three specific amendments are being brought in to give the specific comfort to the citizens of our state that all the necessary rules and regulations as per the Land Transfer Act and also as per the rules of the district councils will be followed. So in spite of putting these different points, in the last couple of days, last 3-4 days in fact, different organizations and different stakeholders have been meeting and approaching me to express their concerns. There were a large number of MLAs from the NPP who had come and met me. I remember our MLA from Mokundru, other constituencies from Jowai, our MLAs from Garo Hills. Different MLAs had come and met me, expressing concerns on the issue of land bank being created by MIPA. At the same time, MLAs from UDP had come. Our Honorable MLA, Ma Lakman, Ba Balajit, and other MLAs from many of our legislatures who are present out here had come and expressed the same concerns over the land bank issue that has been brought in this particular amendment. Similarly, I had other people from different sections of society understanding the different provisions being brought in, yet having a concern over what could be a larger concern in the long run regarding these land bank issues. Just a couple of days back, members from the KSU, their president Balam, the general secretary Donald, and other members had met me. Detailed discussions were held with them also. And I explained the different provisions that we are putting into this particular amendment. And all are being done to precisely address the issues and concerns that all the stakeholders were having. And therefore, I mentioned to them that the Land Transfer Act provision is only strengthening the arguments that they are making. The amendment section for insertion regarding the district councils is only strengthening the arguments that they are making. And also the sections regarding the employment generation are also only strengthening the arguments that they were making. And after discussion with all these stakeholders, in spite of explaining to everybody that whatever provisions are being created under MIPA, that is new MIPA, these provisions are in no way going to affect or bypass the Land Transfer Act. Different provisions are there in the state even as of now. And the different provisions that are there in the state which are effective for the last 20, 30 years, it is in similar lines and similar provisions that this functioning also will take place. But I could get a sense that in spite of clarifying this issue at multiple levels, I could sense that there was discomfort when the issue of the word of land bank would come in. What if this happens? What if that happens? Sir, I have mentioned this house many, many times. This government believes in working for the welfare of our people. This government believes in carrying our people with us. This government has always believed that whatever decision we take, and we have shown this example multiple times, this is not the first time, that we will take one step forward in the larger interests of our state, but we will not hesitate to take a step back if it is required. We have done it in multiple occasions. I was reading or listening to the speech of our honorable leader of opposition. He was mentioning yesterday in the press that the government should not bulldoze. Sir, this government is one of the best examples of a government that does not bulldoze. We are a government that will listen to the will of the people. We will listen to the concerns of the people. We will ensure that it may take time for society or individuals, organizations, maybe to sometimes get a clear picture, because these are complicated matters and this requires a lot of study and in-depth research or whatever you call it. You need to study all the provisions. And once all the provisions are read, once you see everything, maybe the convincing will happen then. But till then, it is only appropriate for us as a government to work closely with our society and with our people. And it is with this intention in mind, without affecting any of the provisions that are there in the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion Facilitation Act 2024. As mentioned earlier, sir, the Meghalaya's...
Chief Minister, please. It is now past 2 p.m. But I will extend the House till all the business is disposed of. So, you may continue, please.
So the Meghalaya the State Investment Promotion Facilitation Act, as mentioned in the name itself, sir, our objective is to only promote and only facilitate. MIPA is not here to buy land. Neither are we here to forcefully transfer land to anybody. Let me make it absolutely clear to everybody. Sir, there is no question of transferring any land to any company or any organization, which has been the apprehension. And as I said, in order to remove those apprehensions, we put in the amendment section 34. And in spite of that, there are still apprehensions. And therefore, sir, we are bringing in this amendment to give the confidence to our people. We want to give the confidence to our people. We want to let them know that we are here to listen to their concerns and to address those concerns without having to dilute the overall objective of promoting the overall scenario of investment. And hence, sir, I am happy to inform you and the House that we have moved this amendment where we are deleting the words from section 3, subsection 3 of section 4, clause 1, the last line, which says, and I quote, creation of land banks through direct purchase of land or other means is being removed and being deleted. Is being deleted to give a very, very clear message that MIPA is not come with the objective of creating a land bank and giving this land to somebody. Absolutely not. And MIPA will not engage in any aspect related to buying of land or creating of land bank or creating any kind of a system to transfer or to lease out. None of this will be entertained by MIPA. MIPA will be focused only to facilitate the process of investment, to bring in the investments, to create awareness, to create a common platform, and other provisions which are already existing in the system, which has already been there for many, many years. Those provisions which are comfortable, which have been going on, as I said, for years, those provisions will be followed as per the rules and laws that have already been established, and we will continue with the work of creating the right ecosystem to have the investment and promotion facilitation in the state of Meghalaya. So with these few words, sir, I move this particular amendment for deleting the words creation of land banks through direct purchase of land and other means. And also, sir, before I resume my seat, I also want to share that as we move along, let me assure the House as well as the other stakeholders that there is a huge scope of discussion. We will be creating different rules. I assure the House, sir, that when the rules are created, we will invite stakeholders to come and discuss with us, our traditional heads, our different organizations, political parties. We will come, we welcome them, and we discuss different aspects on what concerns are there, and we will address those concerns in the right earnest. So with these few words, and with this particular amendment that I have moved, I resume my seat, sir.
Harin ka jingwan ra eka amendment daw menteri rangba lalaru ban yo eka jing ai jing kersan naki MLA kalyang sensyar ki bakan top yo Rupert Moment uba bantei do lingdo Dr. Celestine lingdo naka NPP uba balajit sendram balak ben remboi bat meral bonds im naka UDP bat kiwei haba ajing kran uwei naki MLA uba balajit sendram ula ajing mut syaka Sorkar bat don kam ban kmi benya eka nika amendment naka clause under section 4.
This is the issue that our people, our young people, is waiting for. Sir, we are talking about the investment from different state or different area or from the mainland. But when we, our own people, with our young people from Shillong, from Tura or Garu Hills, or from Zangche Hills, when the opportunity is open, why not our young people come forward and take this great opportunity in their life? So I would like to encourage our young people to come forward and get this opportunity in our state. Sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have an opportunity. I thank our Chief Minister, our government, that we have an opportunity to go to Boston with the help of Indian School of Business to learn many things about the business and managerial for the society. There is one expert. He opened the laptop and he said, in Meghalaya,
Thank you, sir, for allowing me to participate in this amendment. This budget session, we have seen one of the best budget presentation so far. And just a few days back, after hearing the commotion, the issues pertaining to this small amendment. Yes, if we've had meetings with Honorable Chief Minister, citing issues pertaining to this bill. Sir, as a community, our people are very sensitive, especially when it comes to land. And that has been the main agenda for our forefathers who fought their way and carved up this state. Land has been the main center point, especially when it comes to issues like development or projects. And when I went through this amendment, I had a tough time and I had spoken twice, citing concerns. See, because just a month back, as political parties, we had fought and contested this district council elections, the very foundation on which land is a major issue. And we went through people, seek their votes in order for us to safeguard the rights of the people and at the same time to safeguard the land of the people. That has been the main contention. But when I saw the initial amendment of direct purchase, I had a tough time. I was speaking to other members. I said, we have to talk about this. Because just a month ago, we had elections, district council elections. We talked on this issue and now this came up. But I'm very happy that our Honorable Chief Minister, like I said last time, being the person that he is, his doors always open to everyone when we seek their concerns. But because the law of a state, we have two laws. One is the right to fair compensation and temporary and transparency in land acquisition and Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013. And one, we have the Meghalaya Land Transfer Act. These very two acts of our state deals entirely with the people in connection with the land. And so to say, this amendment by the government to seek to delete the creation of land banks through direct purchase of land and other means is seen as a way that the government listens to the people of the state. And one was a thing, a small concern, because after I went through the act, yes, there are many issues there, but I think the government can always have room for future amendments. This one particular section, sir, which I myself find it right for me to speak in this platform to address the views of many. This one particular section 39, which states, no suit or legal proceedings shall lie against the chairman or other members of the governing council or high-powered committee or state investment committee or district investment or nodal agency or any employee of such committee in respect of anything which is done or intended to be in good faith under this act or rule made thereunder. See, I find this particular clause, this particular section, very intriguing, because in the constitution of the country, only under Article 361 does the constitution give protection. That is only to the president and the governor of the state. So while this very section intrigues me, my appeal to the government to kindly again see and look into this, have a consideration, because I know you said that you will frame rules. And again, rules of the government when framed, I think it's a good time for us to again have a meeting, a session, wherein we can discuss how to properly frame the rules which are intended to benefit the people of the state. I'm not against this investment. Investment is good. Like I said, we can't provide government jobs to everybody. In order to run the economy of the state, major states in the country, the way they're earning is through business. Business interventions help boost the state in the economy and the overall growth of GDP and GSDP. But sir, when we frame rules or laws for the people, we need to also look into the concerns, and I'm very appreciative of the government in bringing this another amendment to cancel, to delete this clause under Section 4 of the amendment. So with these few words, I resume my seat. Thank you, sir.
The Meghalaya Land Transfer Act 1971 prevent land from being transferred to non-tribal investment policy. We should respect this law. Any changes to investment law should clearly follow this act to avoid legal confusion. Therefore, land can only be leased and cannot be transferred to investor and entrepreneur. Inclusive policy making and ensure indigenous consent. The Meghalaya State Investment.
And we have seen, sir, in the report of the Government of India, Niti Aayog, every year, Meghalaya rank in the bottom 3, bottom 5, bottom 4. It is a conscientious effort of the government in the last 6-7 years how to improve the quality of life, how to improve the state both economically and socially. So in this context, to develop the state is not one direction. You have to take a multiple method, multiple effort, so that we could see that our state is developed. Having said that, for the last 2-3 days, since the table of this bill by the government, we have a very huge hesitation what will happen, because we know that we are a minority and land is very precious. But I'm very glad with the government under the leadership of our Chief Minister, having listened to the view of different sections of the people, listen to the view, consensus view of.
Sir, I stand here to support this government amendment. So in a vibrant democracy, legislation are made for the benefit of our people at large. There is always a room for amendment. We have seen many central acts, state acts. There are always amendments from time to time. Even in the 125th amendment of our constitution also, which directly, indirectly linked with the indigenous people of our state through the 6th schedule that has been mandated in the constitution, especially to the people in our state. Sir, as I have said, we have listened to the budget speech.
When we talk about this bill, even without the amendment, this government could have easily passed all the parliamentary procedure that is required to pass can easily be passed without the amendment. I call this day a unique day, sir. Why? There is a saying which says, might is not always right. We might have the numbers to pass the bill without amendment. But then when we look around, if that action does not bring peace to our people, if that action does not bring joy to our people, what is the fun of passing that bill? So I must salute the government when they say we are a government that is responsive to the will and wishes of the people. Their action and their words really match. And that is why I call this news is the best news for me today, sir. Now when we talk about investments, we want investments because we talk about employment. If our people need no employment, we can say no need of any investments. But
So I stand here representing the people of my constituency, as well as the party. As the member of the party, HSPDP. Sir, in the last few days, we as the party also had a meeting and had a thorough discussion related to this particular act, the MIP, which we call in short the Meghalaya Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act. We discussed about the positive and the negative impact of this act on the citizen of our state and the state as a whole. And especially, sir, we would like, to take care about the comprehension and, the fear that many citizens has expressed related to this particular act. Because of some words and some section which appear in this act, which has created some confusion and speculation. We understand, as the government, the intention was to help the people, to help the state, and to bring the improvement in the function of the state as a whole, and encourage the business house to come and invest in our state.
Sir, I rise and I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister, sir, for bringing this amendment. And by bringing this amendment, I think once again, this government has made the intention clear that we are here for the people, sir. No doubt, sir, in these past few days, there were many concerns, especially regarding this very same amendment, that is the creation of land bank through direct purchase of land and other means. Sir, I'm so happy today, and once again, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for bringing this amendment for the deletion of this very same word, sir. So, sir, I know that this government, the main intention of bringing this very same bill, sir, is to address the issue of rising unemployment in our state.
Hadian anda ladap bandan ke jing kran ga balapen sngau da ki MLA Kalyang Sensyar, lingba ke jing ai jing menjur Jong ki MLA Kalyang Sensyar da ka voice vote la pediang ya ka amendment Jong ka Meghalaya State Investment Promotion Facilitation Bill arah ja arpusan.
The question is that the government amendment be adopted. Those who are for the motion say aye. Those who are against say no. The ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is carried and the government amendment is adopted by the House.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab, kashab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataye kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kashab plus F hakajingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka iron la icon diat bada ka bathau bha kam khta ka dur jingki marbam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi banai kita ka don ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka khia ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marbam madon ka sharp plus F menta kasni
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.